Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So in this video we're going to be now talking about basically building a different homepage, because you can see this is actually the homepage that we created with the free version of the Elementor. And now we've got the pro version, so why not make the full use of it? Okay, and trust me, after you will design this homepage, you will be in love with the Elementor Pro, and you will also be in love with the website that you will be building. And a special interest will be developed in the designing, basically in the UX UI of the website, and you will definitely be likely to go in that particular field, because this is really very amazing field. Okay, and that's called the UX UI. Now let's go and let's talk about a design that we can do with the Elementor, and there is basically endless possibilities. How you think you want to build, you can just build it that way. So now let's go and let's work with it. First of all, we will be creating a home page, and that's going to have a slider instead of this particular thing. Okay, and then we will be showing the categories using the call to action feature of the Elementor. And then we will be adding the extra stuff that we added basically when we were building our site 1.items. So if you look at the site one, you can see that we built that using the free version of the Elementor. And that was possible, but building an e-commerce website using that is not possible, because there's not some stuff over there. So you can see this is how basically we're going to be building our website like that. We will focus on the designing part right now. So let's go and let's get started. First of all you have to do is to go to new over here, and then you have to hit page over here. So now we have already basically created our home page as the home name and our home page as well. So we're going to be doing this to be home page design 1. Okay, so you can do it that way, and then you can you can rename it. Okay, and once you've got that, all you have to do is to just set this to Elementor full width, and then you have to hit publish. So once you hit publish, it will be published. And now even if you go and view this page, you will see that this will be a normal page. You guys do know about it, so I don't know why I'm telling you right now, but I still want to make sure that you guys do learn everything. So you can see there is nothing, and now we're gonna hit edit with Elementor. This, as you can see, this is what we were getting with the free version, and we were making sure that we make the use of full width. We basically make the full use of it. So now in this video we're going to be using some of the pro features as well, and you will be amazed. So we're going to be doing a slider over here. We're going to drag and drop it here, and this is right here, and now we're going to make it full width. So for the full width, you have to basically click this section, and then you have to select it to be full width. Okay, and then you have to select this column, and you have to go to the advanced, and you have to set the padding to 0, and the slider is full width, and you can see this is how the slider is looking. And congratulations, now you are fully able to add a slider to your website using the Elementor. Now let's go and let's work with it. So you can see that these are the colors being implied at the background. So we have to use something related to our website. So now you can use unsplash.com to get free images. Now basically we will be using the store image that we used on our product design, and we will also be using some more images. So basically we will be searching for store over here. Okay, and you have to basically search for something that you can use. So you can see this is the image that you can use. You can download this image, and then you can resize this image to 1280 by 720. You can also use this image if you are particularly dealing with the clothes. Same like this, you can use this image as well. So it's going to tell you that this is actually a store, and this girl is basically dealing this girl. So this is how basically the store is working. So you can download this image as well. Now once you have got your images, all you have to do is to basically come up here, and then you have to upload the images. So for the first slide, for the slide 1, we're going to basically get rid of these slides so that we can really focus on one single slide right now. We're going to select the image, and the image that we're going to be selecting is going to be this one. Okay, and now you can go ahead and you can hit here, and you can see it's right here. And now you can select this to be size, to be cover, not anything. So if you select to be contain, you can see it's right here. If you select auto, it's like this, but you have to select it to be cover. So now once you've got the cover, all you have to do is to apply the background overlay, and that's what we have been doing so far. And now you have to basically make this to be a little bit more darker right here. So we're going to keep it to 0.75. Okay, and this is right here. This is how it's working. Now what you can do, you can go to the content and you can get rid of it, and you can also, if you need the button over here, you can definitely add it, but I'm going to get rid of this button and I'm going to just keep the heading over here. And this is how it's looking. So once you've got your first slide done, all you have to do is to duplicate this one more, and now you've got this one. Okay, and here what we are going to be doing, we're going to be changing the image. So this time we're going to be using this image, and we're going to hit insert media. And now if you click over here, you can see this is actually be right here in this particular image. Now here everything is right here, so we don't have to do pretty well anything. And now what you can do, you can go and you can hit duplicate once more. And here is what we have. And now you can change this to this particular image, and you're going to want to have to just add the image. So once you've got your slider done, if you just come up here and then you click over here, you can see this is the one, this is the one, and this is the one. And we've got these three images right here. Now, once you've got your images, you have to basically just type the words according to that particular image. So for that, what we're going to be doing, here you can see that we're using the warehouse image. So for this warehouse image, we're going to be choosing it to be our brand name. So we're going to type in here one-stop shop or whatsoever your brand name is. And now once you've got that, you have to go to the slide one heading over here. And here in the content, you can type here is always opened. And now you can type here in the content for you, because you can see that we're dealing and public dealing, so you can type here for you. So you can now type here for you, and here you can also add a heart sign, so you can type here %, hearts, and the semicolon. And here we've got that. So now once you've got it, you can now style it using the style function, and you can move further with it, but you can see how cool is it looking. One-stop shop is always open for you. So now once you've got it, all you have to do is to go to the slide options, and you have to work with it. So first we've got the arrows and dots. So you can see these are the dots and the arrows, and we're going to get rid of it. We're going to set this to none so that everything is gone, and it's just really simple. And now we've got the autoplay on pause and pause on hover, pause on interaction. So if anyone is interacting, it's going to pause, and the autoplay speed is basically 5,000. Okay, 5,000 milliseconds. Okay, it's basically 5,000 milliseconds, and the transition that is going to take place is going to be 500 milliseconds. Okay, so you can do it that way. And then we've got the content animation, so it's going to up, down, and you can do it to be down, so it's the content will be taken down from there. So you can do it that way as well. So if you just do it, let's just click over here. You can see how is it coming downward. So you can do it this way, same like this. You can work with these right here. So I like it to be zoomed version. You can see how cool is it looking. So you can use it. Now let's go and let's work with something that is called the keyboard effect. So if you click over here, you can see it's right here. If you just select this, you can see how this image is also moving in the background, which seems to be really cool. So you can just add that to every of the image that you are having in the sidebar. So we're going to be adding them, and now let's see how is it looking. So we've got this sidebar working in the background. Now you can move your mouse over so that the transition takes place and the slide goes to a next new level. Now we've got this. So now what you can do, you can go and you can design this. So for the designing part, you're going to want to have to come here and you have to select the title, since we're only catering this title over here. And for the text color, we're going to be choosing the white color. And the typography is going to be the Merriweather. And the size is going to be this. And the weight is going to be really very light. So you can even keep it to be 100 as well. Okay. And this is how it's looking. One-stop shop is always open for you. Okay, so how cool is it looking? Now basically there is endless possibilities. You can choose anything you want to add, and you can definitely add it. Same like this, you can also choose a different font if you need a little bit funky font. Okay, you've got a lot of fonts that you can use, and basically you are allowed to use a funky font in your slider. Okay, because a slider is something that is not the content, and you can definitely use it. Same like this, you can use this one. You can see how cool is it looking. One-stop shop, like if you are selling something, a horror thing, you can use this font. If you're basically store sells that, so you can do it that way. And it totally depends upon the font, the color psychology, and the image psychology that you've been using. So make sure to focus on that, and your website will be like the best website you're ever gonna imagine. But since our website is basically kind of professional and we're selling all the products, we can't just choose it. So you can choose anything else. So we're gonna be choosing Montserrat, and we're gonna stick with it. Now we can see how is it looking. So now once we've got that, all you have to do is to go here and you can increase the height of this as well a little bit much more. So we're going to be keeping it to be 550, and that's perfect. You can see how is it looking. Now once you've got it, you can go and you can hit update. So now here, after this slider, we're going to be adding something more. And in this, we're going to be just selecting this. We're going to be selecting a full column, and this is right here. And if you basically go to the website right here, you will see that we are basically using the categories over here. So for the categories, you're going to want to have to come here and you have to basically add a title, add a heading over here. And for the heading, we're going to be using the exact same strategy that we used over to a single product. So if you basically click over here and you go down, you can see this is the strategy that we used. So what you can do, you can click edit with Elementor, you can click single product, and you'll be taken there. And now you can go and you can basically copy the heading from there, and then you can come up here and you can paste it right here so that we can speed up the process. So we're gonna go down, we're gonna come up here, and we're gonna copy it. And now here you have to come and you have to paste the heading over here. And something like this, you're going to want to have to come here and you have to select this particular product, right? So you're going to have to copy it. And now here you have to come and you have to paste it right here. And we've got the related products. Now what we're going to do, we're going to change this to basically featured categories. So we're going to do it featured categories. Okay, and same goes with this one. And we're going to change this to, so now once you've got this, all you have to do is to basically click over here, and then you have to go to the advanced and you have to give some margins, because that's what the most important thing is. And we're going to be giving at least 150, because with the slider in this, there should be much more spacing. And so once you've got it, all you have to do is to just work with some more stuff. But you can see it's really very big right now, so I'm going to be keeping it to be a little less smaller. And before doing that, I also want to go to this particular thing, and I want to go to the layout, and I have to set this to 1200 pixels so that there is much more spacing. And here I'm now going to select this one heading, and I'm going to set the size of it to be a little smaller, just like that. And the color is going to be the same color that I've been using over here. So you can go to the picked color history, you can select the color that you were choosing, you can hit OK, and then you can go to the copy to clipboard, you can copy the color and you can paste it right here. And now you can set the opacity to be really very less. Now you can see how cool is it looking. So once you've got your featured categories right here, now what you have to do is to click over here and you have to get the featured categories. And for the featured categories, we're not going to be showing it like we have been showing it right here. So if you go to our homepage, you can see that we are showing the categories using a short code. And we're not going to be using this because this is really not good. So what we will be doing, let me just show it to you. So let's just come up here and let's add an intersection. So we're going to drag the intersection and we're going to drop it right here. And once you've got the intersection, here we will be adding the categories. So first of all, we're going to add some more columns. And once you've got the columns, you have to work with it. So here in the search widget, you have to search for CTA. CTA means call to action. And this particular feature is really a great feature. Trust me, when you will add it, you will love it. So you can see how cool is it looking. And this is how we're going to be using our categories. So you can show your categories like this, but don't worry, we're not going to be using it this way. We're going to be using it the cover way. So you can see how cool is it looking. So this is how we're going to be adding just the title of the category. And we're going to show it. We're going to get rid of the content. So if you go to the content, we're going to get rid of it. If you go to the button, we're going to get rid of it. And here, just the title. So here we're going to be adding the title. So now we're going to be using the main categories only. You can see that we used this apple just to fill this column, but we're going to be using the main, the clothing, desktop, laptop, and mobile. So let's just go and let's work with it. I'm going to add a laptop over here. Okay. And now what you can do, you can add the category link. So for that, what you have to do, you have to click over here, and then you have to go to the laptop and you have to copy the link address. Okay. And now once you've copied, you have to come and you have to paste the link over here, and you have to set this to whole box. So that whole box is basically linked. Okay. And now what you can do, you can go to the ribbon. If you want to add any ribbon, you can see here is how the ribbon is going to work. So this is most websites use, but we're not going to be using, especially in the categories right here. And now we're going to go to the image and we're going to upload the image. So for the laptop image, we're going to be using the image that really goes with that. So we're not going to be using this image, because that image was just to show you guys how a website, how you can add a category to, how you can basically add an image to a category. I'm sorry. And now we're going to be using an image that really goes with the laptop thing. So we're going to be using this one, and we're going to hit insert media, and this is how it's looking. Now, you can see our category is done. And now what you have to do, you have to work with just the styling. So first of all, we've got the box. You've got the vertical position. You can do it this way. You can set this to middle. And now here, first, we're going to go to the hover effects, and we're going to set an overlay over here. So for the overlay, I'm going to be adding black color. And you can see the black color is right here, and you can see this is how it's looking. And now what you can do, you can keep it to be less than that. So this is how it's going to look. Now, once you've got it, you can also work with the hover animation. So it's going to be zoom in, zoom out, move left. So you can see how is it looking. Something like this, you can do it anything. But I like it to be zoom in way, because it's really a great function. Now you can work with the title, basically the content. So we're going to be basically working with the title. We're going to select it to be the Montserrat, and here we're going to increase the sizing a bit, and we're going to set the width to be really very less. So now this in the small letters, I don't like it, so I'm going to change the transformation to actually uppercase, and now it's kind of looking cool. Now once you've got it, you've got to do is to duplicate this column, and you have to duplicate this column, and you have to duplicate this column once more, and we've got our columns ready. So now once you've got everything done, you can see this is how your final featured categories are going to look like. Now what you have to do, you have to change the images respectively and the links respectively, and I'm going to do it really very fast. So now you can see that I've changed the links, and I've changed the title and the images respectively. Now what I've done, I've set the image to be this one for the desktop. For the mobile, I've chosen this, and for the clothes, I've chosen this. And now what you can do, you can come up here, and you can also go to this particular section. You can set the content to be full width, so that these are much more better way. So now what you can do, same like this, you can also click over here, and then you go to this right here, and in the column gap, you can also set this to no gap, so that these are actually like this. But we're going to be using it to be the default one, because the default one seems to be really very nice. Same like this, you can also choose it to be first no gap. Okay, and then you can go to this particular column, and you can give the padding to the way you want. So you can set this to be 5 pixel, or you can set this to be 1 pixel or 2 pixel, or it totally depends if you need a less spacing or if you need how much you want. So it totally depends upon that, but we're going to be choosing it to be this one. So now as I've told you so much of time, there is endless possibilities you can do. So if you don't need this much spacing, definitely you can set this to no gap, and then you can give your own particular spacing. And now once you've got this, all you've got to do is to choose a divider, and you've got to add it over here. Now, the reason why you should be adding a divider is because it really adds a scent to your website. So you should be using it. Now we're going to set this here. We're going to align this to center, and we're going to keep it right here. Now you can choose the color, and for the color, we're going to be choosing the exact same color we've been using. And you're going to have to paste it. And now you can work with the gapping right here. So we're going to keep the gapping to be this way, and the weight to be, I think, 1.5. And we're going to now bring this to top here. So we're going to select this one, add a divider. We're going to go to the margin. We're going to uncheck this, and we're going to bring this to really very top. So same like this, you can also go to the content over here. You can set the width to be a little less or a little more. It totally depends upon how much you want, and you can then stick with it. So now you can see that we are totally done with our categories. and we are also done with the slider. So in the next video, we will be talking about more stuff and we will be adding more. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the other section. Okay, and let's get started. First of all, you have to click over here, and then you have to edit, and then you have to add a two-way column over here. Now let me tell you what is the thing that we're going to be adding right here. So you can see that we added featured products. Now let's suppose that you want to add the featured products, but not like this. You want to add it the more in the style new way. So how you're going to do that? Now we will be talking about some of the techniques that we can use. So we can work with it. Now, what we will be doing is that we will be using a functionality like this. So if you open up any of the product, you can see how is it looking. So we've got the image, and then we've got the information right here. So we're going to be using the exact same stuff right for there so that we can design this particular page. So first of all, what you're going to do, you're going to have to select this section, and then you have to select it to be full width. Okay, and now you have to click over here to this column, and you have to basically upload an image. So we're going to be using the image of the store that we've been using right here. So we're going to go down, and we're going to select a classic image, and we're going to go to the image right here, and we're going to choose any image. So you can choose this image, you can choose this image as well, and you can choose any of the images. So I'm going to be choosing this image. I'm going to hit insert media, and you can see it's right here. And now what you're going to do, you're going to select it to be cover. Okay, and same like this, you can choose the position to be fixed so that there is actually the scrolling effect as well in the background. Now once you've got it, you have to go to the background overlay, and you have to go select a classic, and you have to set the background overlay color, and we're going to be setting the opacity to 0.75, and this is right here done. Now once you've got it, you can see everything is done. Now we will be adding our image. So here we're going to be adding the image of the product, and here we will be adding the information of the product, that what this product is going to be all about. So here we will be choosing the background color, and the background color that we will be choosing is going to be the same color that we have been using here. So we're going to select the color, and we're going to set the color to be this one. And once you've got it, you can see this is how it's looking. So here is going to be the product information, and here is going to be the information about the product, the featured products that you want to sell. Now we're going to get the image of it. So to get the image, you have to basically upload the image. And so if you just click over here to this image, and then you click over here, and then you select any image. So let's suppose that if you want to sell this particular HP Omen cities, and we're going to hit insert media, then you can see it's right here. And there is also the background that is coming, which is white. So we want to get rid of the background. So if you want to get rid of the background, you can use this free service called remove.bg. Okay, and you have to click over here, and you can see what you can do is that you can upload the image, and that image will give you the PNG of the image, and it will basically remove the background. So what you can do, you can click over here, you can copy the link of the image, and so now here you have to basically paste the URL. If you have the image, you can upload it, and if you have it on the server, that means on a website, you can paste the URL, and then you can hit OK, and it's going to basically fetch the image from the server. It's going to download it, and then it's going to give you the removed one. Now what you can do, you can click download to basically download the exact same image that we have over here. You can hit download, and you can see now this is actually the image that is downloaded, and this is without the background. Okay, so how cool is it? This is the free service that's going to get you remove the background image of your product. Now, once you've got the removed background, all you have to do is to upload it. And once you have uploaded it, you have to hit insert media, and you can see this is how the image will be looking. So how cool is it? Now, what you can do, you can add the information about the product here. So for the product information, you're going to want to have to get the heading of here first. And we're going to basically go to this column over here. We're going to click this column, edit column, and we're going to basically go to the layout. And in the vertical align, just set this to middle. So it's going to be right here. And now we're going to style this. So we're going to align this to center. And this is right here. And now we're going to add something here. So here is going to be the title of your product. So it's going to be HP. Okay, this is right here. And now what you can do, you can go to the style, and then you can style it the way you want to. So here, first of all, I'm going to be choosing the white color. And in the typography, I'm going to be choosing a color, a font that is different than what we've been using here, because this is a feature product and you are allowed to use it. So this one is basically the font that I want to use it, because it has really a great thing over here. And now you can just work with the sizing of it, and you can also work with the weight. So you can keep it how much you want, and it's right here. Now, once you've got it, you have to basically also get the description of the product. So for the description of the product, you can get the text editor and you can drop it here. And once you've got a text, you can also go to lipsum.com to fetch some more text that you can copy and you can paste right over here so that it looks much better. So what you're going to do, you're going to hit generate lorem ipsum and you're going to copy it right till here. Now, once you've got it, you've got to paste it and it's done. So I'm also going to get rid of this line. Now, once you've got it, you have to go to the style, you have to align this to center, and you have to work with the text color to be this. And we're going to be using it to be default one. And now what you can do, you can add the button that's going to tell the user that, hey, if you want this product to be added to the cart, you have to click that button. So for that, what you're going to do, you're going to click over here, you're going to look for the button. And in the button, we don't need actually this button, but we need the custom add to cart. You're going to want to have to drag this and you have to drop it right here. So this is also actually a pro feature that we have, and you can align this to center over here. So where's the center? Yes, in the button, you can see it's right here. And now you can search for the product, that what product will be added to the cart. So we're going to search for HP Omen, which is right here. And you're going to want to have to select this and you can see it's right here. If you want to show the quantity, you can show it. But we just want to show the button right here. So this is going to be right there. And now you can style it. So you can style add to cart, or you can change this to get now. And same like this, you can get rid of the icon. So if you don't need the icon, you can just click over here to get rid of the icon. It's right here. And you can work with the sizing. So you can set this to be a medium one. Now we're going to go to the styling. So we're going to style the button right here and we're going to work with it. So I'm going to be adding the background color to be black. And we're going to be selecting the border radius to be 0. And we're going to just set this to the small one that was before over here. So I think it's fine. So now you can see this is how it's looking. So we've got HP Omen Core i7 and this is how it's looking. So how cool is it looking? Now what you can do, you can give some padding so that there is much more spacing. So what you're going to do, you're going to click over here to this particular column. You're going to go to the advanced and you can increase the padding. So how much you want. So you can set this to 50 and more. So I'm going to be basically choosing it to be 120. And this is right here, much more perfect. Okay, we've got the HP Core i7. Now you've got this particular product. Now what you can do, you can add one more product. And what you're going to do, you're going to hit duplicate. And this is right here. And once you've got it, you've got to just drag this and drop it here. And this is how it's looking. So you can see we've got the HP Core i7 and HP Omen Core i7, and you can change this to something else. So same like this, you can go to the remove background, you can get your product image and you can upload it. And once you've got your product image to be backgroundless, all you've got to do is to select the image and you have to choose the image right from here. So I've got this Mac Pro. Okay, and this is right here. Now what you can do, you can basically align this to be in the center so that this is right here. And now you can change this. So we're going to change this to Mac Pro 6 core. Okay, and you can set the product to have the Mac Pro. Okay, this is going to be right here. And now same like this, what you can do is that you can change the color of it. So you can select the column, you can go to the style over here, and you can change the colors. So you can clear it out and you can see it's right here. Now you can change the style of this one to be black, and you can change the style of this one to be black as well. So we're gonna set this to be black, and you can see it's right here, and this is how it's looking. But if you just set this to full screen, you can see there is no difference between this and this. So you have to use something that is gonna look much more better. So for that, what we're gonna be using, a color that is between the gray, between the white and a black, and that is actually the gray. So we're gonna set the color to have #EB. Okay, and this is now a gray. And now you can set this one. You can set the style of it. So you can change the style of it to, and you can now paste the color code. Same like this, you can change the heading color, and you can change the heading color to be also the same, like that. And voila. it's done. And you can see how cool is it looking. So we've got this one and we've got this particular product as well. Now what you can do, you can also use a combination of the color. So this color is coming downward, so you can use a gradient instead of that. So we're gonna set the background overlay and we're gonna choose a gradient, and you can see it's right here, and now you can choose it to be this way. Okay, and you can see how it's looking, and the angle should be 380. So it seems like this color is basically coming from the downwards right here. So you can see how cool is it looking, and this is right here. So we are now totally done with this particular section as well. So now we're going to be doing something more, and that is the animation. So for the animation, what you can do, you can click over here and you can set this to advanced. You can go to the motion effects, and now here you can use the scrolling effects. So for the scrolling effects, we're going to be using the vertical scroll. So vertical scroll is like this, and I think we should be using the horizontal scroll instead of that. So we're going to set the product to go to the right side. So we're going to say that we want it to be to the right side when we go down. And we're going to say that when we reach to this particular thing, then the product should be in the center. So we're going to set this to be this way. And you can see now the product is at its place. So this is how it's looking. So we're going to set this to actually more just like that. And now you can see how cool is it looking. So when we are basically scrolling down, you can see how this product is moving and how this product is at its place when we are actually to the perfect position. So you can just also work with the speed, like how much speed you want, and you can work with just like that. And now what you can do, you can go ahead, you can copy the style of it, and you can come up here and you can paste the style. So you're going to want to have to edit the image. You're going to want to have to come up here, and in the motion effects, this is right here. So this is already applied. So you just have to come up here and you have to change this to left. Okay. And now you can see it's also applied. So this is right here. This is right here. And this is also coming perfectly. Okay. So we're going to increase the speed of it more, and you can see how the image is moving. So that's all for the animation, and now we're done. Now I would recommend you one thing, and that is to make sure to use not more animation to your homepage. Otherwise, it's going to distract the user. That's all. Same like this, you can use the hover effects that we didn't use. You can come up here. You can go to the style over here. You can go to the background color, and for the hover, you can basically set a border over here, and you can add it to be 1, and you can set this to be in a black color. Okay, and for the hover, what you can do, you can set the background to be gone. So now you can see how is it looking. Same like this, same goes with this one. So for this one, you can go and you can change this to, on hover, you can change its background color to be black. So now we're totally done, and in the next video, we will be talking about more stuff. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So now in this video, we're going to be adding something more. And what should we be adding? So you can see first we've got the slider, which is actually an image kind of thing or a background color kind of thing. Then we have got a white section. Then we have got an image kind of thing. And then we have to add another white section. So the white section that we're going to be adding is going to be related to this particular thing. So we're going to go, we're going to duplicate it. We're going to copy this. We're going to just basically hold this. We're going to scroll down, and we're going to drop it right here. I don't know what it is. It's lying here. So we're going to just drag this again, and we're going to drop it right here. And it's still here. Or what you can do, you can just drag it, and you can drop it right here so that this automatically goes down. Now we've got this. So we're going to change this to actually latest products. Okay, and we're going to change this featured categories to basically latest products. And we're going to be using the exact same thing that we've been using. So if you go to the home page, you can see that on the latest products, we are actually showing the product categories with a slider. So what you can do, you can basically click edit with Elementor, and then you can basically get the code of that slider, or you can go to that slider and you can copy the code. It totally depends upon you. So I'm going to copy the slider. I'm going to come up here, and here I'm going to paste the slide. Oh, no. I have to basically click to here. I have to get rid of this section, and here I have to add a text editor, or you can add a shortcode. You can just write here shortcode. You can just drag this, you can drop it here, and you can paste this. So we've got the latest products going on as well. Now if you go and you update this page, and then you can go and you can view this page, that how this page is looking. So you can go, you can leave the page, and then here, this is actually the homepage design one. You can go, you can click view, and you can see this is how our page is looking. So we've got desktop, laptop, mobile, HP Omen, Mac 6 Core, and the latest products. So how cool is it looking? Now we've got the latest products, and now let's go to, let's add something more. So here you can see we have added a white section. So adding a white section is the most easy, but adding a colored section using the design and techniques is basically a hectic part. So now here we will be adding something that is called for her and for him. So basically, let's suppose that if you are building an e-commerce website and you are catering men collection and the women collection using the categories, then what you can do, you can go and you can add those categories links, and you can add a section over there, and you can say that if you want to gift something for him, then click for him, and if you want to gift something for her, for your girlfriend, for your boyfriend, you can just click that over there. So we're going to be creating a section for that, and that is really very easy. Now what you have to do, you have to click over here, and here you have to select a section, and you're going to have to set it to be full width. And now here what we're going to be doing, we're going to be keeping the height to be a minimum height, and we're gonna set this to basically more, just like 700, or let's keep it to be 800 pixels. Okay, and now what you can do, you can just drag the heading, you can drop it here, and you can change this to 4, and now you can align this to center, and you can just design it. And the background image. Now this is actually the main and the most important thing. So the images that you're going to be using should be basically the best image so that the user gets attracted towards it. So what you can do, you can go to the unsplash.com, and you can just get something that ladies like most of the time. So it's actually cosmetic, and you can just look for it. You can just decide what is the thing that you should be adding. So here for the cosmetics, I'm going to be choosing this one. You can hit download, and the image is going to be downloaded. Now remember, once you download the image, you also have to resize this image to 1280 by 720, or the other size that you are going to using. So now we're going to look for the things that boys love, or men love. So men usually love watches, and they love the cars. So you can just search for watch. Okay, you can search for wristwatch as well, and specifically, and you can see these right here. So you can choose this image right for the background, or you can use any of the car. So you can just search for Audi or the BMW or the other cars, and you can look for the one. So I'm going to be choosing this image particularly, and you can download this image, and then you can resize this image. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly resize the image so that then we can go and we can upload that image. So now I've got the image done, and now what you can do, you can come up here, and then you can go to the style over here, and then you can upload the image. So here in the image, you're going to choose the image, you're going to drag the image, and you're going to drop the image over here, and this is right here. Now what you can do, you can just add this, and the image is right here. So now you can set the position to be just a default, the attachment to be fixed, okay? And then you can also choose the size to be covered, so that this is how the image should be looking. And now what you can do, you can go to the background overlay, and you can add the background type to be the black color, and you can also increase the opacity if you need. So now here's what I've done. I have styled this. I've set the color to be white, and I've also set the Montserrat and the 91 and the weight to be 100, so that this is how it's looking. And this is actually not the Montserrat, it's actually the one Montserrat alternates, which is below the Montserrat. So you can also choose any other, like here, and you can see how cool is it looking. You can also choose this one, and it totally depends upon you. So now once you've got this, all you've got to do is to just add the button, and you can type in here C collection. And then what you can do is that you can paste the category link of the women collection over here, and the person will be taken to the women collection, where he will see all the products that are related to the women products. So now this is what I've done to style this. You can see if you click edit button, you go there, you can see I've basically given some spacing to the top over here, top margin. And what I've done, I've set the background color to be normal, and I've added the border, and the border color is basically white. And then on the hover, I've also got rid of the border color so that there is no border color. Same like this, I've also worked with the box shadow so that there is actually a really light shadow when the person hovers to the mouse, okay? And you can see it here. You can see there is really light shadow that you cannot see. Maybe you can see, but I can see it right here. So now we've got for her, and then we're going to be doing the exact same thing for the for men. So you can go, you can duplicate this section. This is right here. You just have to change the for her to for, okay? And then you just have to change the background color. Sorry, not the background color, but the background image. So we're going to go to the style, and we're going to choose the image, and we're going to use the image that we've been using for the men. And this is right here. Now see the difference yourself. How cool is it looking? So I'm going to go above, and let's click over here, and you can see how is it. So this is the image for her. You go down, and we've got for men. So how cool is it looking? Now we have got this section, we have got a white section, and then we have got a colored or an image section, and now we need one more. So we need one more white section because now we have a colored section down below as the footer. So we're going to be using this one. And so for that, what you have to do, you have to basically copy this or duplicate it. Once you have duplicated it, you have to basically use the navigator because this is just a pain. And this is actually the section that we're going to be using. So we're going to be dragging this section, and we're going to drop it right here. And now let's go down and let's see if this section is there. So we've got for her, for men, and this section. And now here we are going to be choosing, we're going to basically be showing sale products. So we're going to change this to sale, and we're going to set this to sale products too, because people are mostly interested in sale products, okay? And they will more likely to buy it. So what you're going to do, you're going to delete this, and you're going to come up here, and then you're going to search for products. And we have to get this product, okay? Not the archive. Get this product and drop it here. And see the power of the Elementor right now, because we don't have to use any of the shortcode. We can use the Elementor, and we can use that to design our products. Now you can see, basically this is coming, and the reason for that is because we are using a plugin that is basically the image flipper. So those images that has, those products that has the two images, all the two images are being loaded up. That is why this is coming like that. So don't worry about it. If you seem this to be confusing, then what you can do, you can go to your website, okay, and you can go to the plugins, and then you can deactivate that plugin for a time being so that you don't get confused while you're designing. And that's what I would recommend you to. If you are basically doing that for the first time, you can go down. This is the image flipper. You can deactivate it. And then you can come up here and you can refresh this page after updating it. So here you can see if you go down, you can see we've got the sale products, and they are coming actually one way. So now what you can do, you can work with it, you can design it. And so we're going to be designing it to be, so the first thing first, we're going to align this, everything to center. This is how it's looking. And we're going to be working with nothing. But what we have to do, we have to go to our website, and we have to go to our store, and we have to copy the styling that we have done. So this is the styling that is already done. So why not just click product archive? Why not just copy the style and save our time? So what you can do, you can come up here, and now what you can do, you can right click here, you can copy the style, and then you can come up here and you can paste the style over here. And you can see now it's already done over here. So you can see how cool is it looking. Same like this, you can align these stuff to center so that this is how it should be working right now. And you can work with the title and other stuff. You can change the title. So I'm going to quickly go ahead. I'm going to change the title and other stuff color. And this, as you can see, this is how it's looking. So once you've got it, all you've got to do is to go to the content over here and go to the query and make sure to select the sale products. So once you select the sale products, you can see this is how it's looking. And now you've got to go to the content over here, and you have to set the row to be 1 because we need just the one single row, not 4 rows, because we want to show only one single row. And you can see I'm using five columns there, so that is why 5 columns are here. And I've also worked with the price tag to be red, and the button to be red, and also the sale flash. So the sale flash is also now changed to red so that it looks much better. And now if you go and you just hit update, then you can see that if you visit the website over here, you can see this is how the website is looking. So this is looking kind of cool. Now what you can do is that finally this is the time you can go and you can activate, reactivate that particular plugin that we deactivated before. So what you can do, you can activate it. And there is also an update available, so you can also update that particular plugin that we have over here. So now we are totally done with the homepage design. So what you can do is that you can come up here, you can click edit page, and you can set this to home, and now you can hit update. Okay, and once you've got the page updated, all you've got to do is to go to the settings, and now here you have to go to the reading over here, and you have to make this the home page. So we're going to select this home page. This one is already selected, so we have to select this one, and now we have to hit update. And now if you will go and you will visit the website, you will see that your home page will be the one that you have created it. So what I told you when we were starting this, you will be in love with the UX UI once you are done with that particular section. So that's all. We are totally done, and this is how our website is looking. Now the final thing is the customization, and the customization is what you can see here. You can see the color, you can see the stuff over here. If you go to any of the things, you can see this is how it's looking. Same like this, if you go to the cart and then you click view cart, you can see the cart is just like this. We've got the button like this color, so we need to make it this color. We need to do some of the changes, and these changes can be done using the Elementor global functionality. So we're going to be doing that in the next video. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be working up with the buttons and other stuff, and these are called basically the global styling. So what you have to do, you have to click edit with Elementor to any of the page you are on. I would recommend you to basically prefer cart page or checkout page, or basically follow the same video that we've been doing. And now you have to click over here, and then you have to click the default colors. So for the default colors, here as you can see, our default colors that has already been here. Now this is what you can do. You can change the color from there. You can use the same color that we have been using. So our primary color is going to be from this. So you can copy, you can come up here, you can copy the color to the clipboard, and then you can paste the color code, and that is going to be right there. And this is the secondary, this is going to be the text, so you can change the text color to be actually a more grayish color, and the accent is going to be just like that. So now you can go and you can hit apply. And once you hit apply, you will see that there will be nothing much of a change right here. So now what you have to do, you have to click over here, and you have to go to theme style. Now, once you are in the theme style, you can see this is actually the most important part where we will be talking things. So this is the typography. Typography means this text that is coming. So for the text color, you can choose whatever the text color you want. For the typography, you can choose the font that you want to use. So you can even choose it to be Montserrat. That is actually the main font that is going to be for every of the page. Okay, for the paragraph spacing, for the link, you can choose the link. So you can choose the link color, that how you want the link color to be, or you can change the link color to be of the color that we have been using for our website. Okay, and for the typography of this, you can also choose it for the H1, for the H2, for the H3, and everything right here. So we're going to be keeping it to be the default right here, and this link color, as you can see, also changed. Now let's talk about the buttons. So for the buttons, this is the button. So for the background color, you can change it. You can choose it to be of this particular color. And also you can change the text color. So you can change the text color to anything you want. So we're going to be choosing it to be the white color for the text. And for the hover, you can change it. Now you can see it's not being applied to this particular page, and it will be applying to basically some of the pages. So don't worry. So now we are done till here. Now let's talk about the form field. So for the form field, you can see we've got the field, the typography, and the colors like that, and the images, and also the custom CSS. Now let's go and let's hit update, and let's view our website, and let's see how does our website look right now, and how much changes has been made right now so far. So we're gonna go down. You can see nothing much has changed. Let's just go to the shop page. And you can see some of the things are changed over here. So this has changed, this has changed. We've got the buttons right here. these are not changed, but still you can see that if you click over here, you can see we just selected this. So now you can see that everything we've done is working so far so good. Okay, you can see this is the title color, this is the link color, this is also working, and everything is working. But the thing that is not working is basically if you go to this particular page, or if you go to the card page and then you click view card, then you will see that here you can see this is the button color. We need to change this. And this is not being applied. Even if you go to the checkout page and then you go down, you can see this is the place order color that we need to change, and we cannot do it. So how can you go and how can you do it? Let's just go and let's talk about it. So now you can see that if you go to the shop page, you can change the button's color for this particular thing. So you can go, you can edit with Elementor, and then you can change the color. So we will be doing that later on. But now let's talk about how to change the main color. So you can see that when we changed the button color for this particular thing, here, the button colors was applied to basically the products, to basically the thing that was done with the Elementor. Okay, but this particular thing, this thing is basically done using a short code of the Woocommerce. So how we're gonna do it? We have to basically do it with the CSS. And this is also a button. So you can see that when we applied a box shadow, this was applied to this particular thing. So what you can do, you can go and you can uncheck this, and now you can see there is no box shadow over here. So this is what we actually did. And now what you can do, you can go and you can hit update. And same like this, when we applied the button color, you can see this is also being applied, and the background color is changing like that. So you can go to the buttons over here, and you can go for the hover, and for the hover you can change it to black. And now you can go and you can hit update. And now if you will come up here and you will refresh this, and you will see that on the hover, this will be changed to black. So this is how it's looking. This is totally working. There is no need to worry, but we have to do just a change, and that is specifically related to the buttons that are for the Woocommerce. So for that, what you have to do, you have to just copy the CSS code. And for that, what you have to do, you have to click over here. You have to click inspect, and you will be taken to that particular thing. And this is actually the button. Okay. So if you click over here, here we've got this. You go down, let's see where is the color being applied. So the color is being applied to this particular CSS class. When you go down here, in this CSS IDs, in this CSS things, this is the color being applied, okay? So what you can do, you can go, you can copy it till here. You can press Command C to copy. And then what you can do, you can click customize over here so that you are actually taken to the customizer. And now here in the additional CSS, you're gonna go down and you're gonna paste. Okay, so this is, now you have to close it right here. And now whatever you're going to type in between over here is going to be overwritten by that particular thing that was already being applied there. So what we're going to do, we're going to say that we need the background dash color to be the color that we've been using on our website. So you can copy it to clipboard, you can come up here and you can paste it, and you can just add the semicolon. And that's all, and you can see it's done. And now if you will go and if you will click cross over here, and now if you will even visit the proceed to checkout, you will see that it's right here, and this is how it's looking. So we've got the place order and everything coming. Now there is one more thing. You can see that if we hover over it, this is actually changing the color to that purple. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna basically click customize over here again, and we have to go to the additional CSS. And now what you have to do, you have to come up here and you have to copy it. So you have to now come up here and you have to paste it. Okay, and here you can see we've got so many things. So we've got Woocommerce dash respond input dash submit dot alt. Okay, so before this comma, what you have to do, you have to type in colon, and then you have to type here hover. Okay, HOVER. So you have to type in this, and you have to find another comma. And here before this, you have to type here colon, and then you have to type here hover. Same like this, you have to fetch the other comma, and you have to type here colon, and you have to type here hover. And the last one, you have to type here colon, and then you have to type here hover. And now here you have to keep it this one, or you can change the color to basically a little light or something like that, and then you can go ahead and you can hit the publish over here. Now if you will go down and you will click this, you can see that it's not being affected, which means that the hover color is same. So if you change this to just like that, black, then you can see it's gonna be a black here. So you can do it that way, and then you can hit update over here, and that's all. So you can see that our stuff for the Elementor and for the WooCommerce stuff that was being happening is now totally done, and there is nothing you need to do. So what you can do now is that you can design this particular thing. So for this particular thing, what you can do, you can go ahead and you can hit edit the product archive page, and then you have to basically go to the home page of your website, and you have to copy the styling from this particular thing. So we're going to copy the styling from this, and here you can go down. You can select this particular thing, you can copy the style, you can come up here, and you can now paste the style over here. So once you paste the style, you can see how simple and cool is it looking. And now what you can do, you can just go ahead and you can hit update. Now you can see I've told you already that this image is coming like that because we are using the plugin that is basically fetching 2 images at a time. So that's why it's looking. And this is done. Same like this, what you can do is that you can also go to the category page, and you can click edit Elementor product archive, and you can also edit this. So you can do it that way. You can right click here and you can paste the style. Now the style that I'm using specifically here is that I'm not using any of the box shadow. I'm not using anything except I'm just working with the color, the title color. I'm working just with the typography and the color of the price, and the color of the regular price is set to gray. Okay, so if we have got any regular priced over here, it will be set to gray. And for the button, we have set to this particular color, and that's all. And now you can go ahead and you can hit update over here, and you can see everything we have done is now totally designed and everything is perfectly working. So now the last one we've got is, you can see this is right here. So this is actually something we have been using, feature filter by price and stuff like that, and you can see how is it looking. Now we have to change this as well. So how you're going to do it, you have to basically select it and you have to click inspect. Okay, and you can see this is actually the button. If you go down, this is actually the thing, and if you click over here, this is actually the main. So this is actually the behind one. This one, if you go down, this is actually this one, that is actually the range one. And if you go down, this is actually the one that is the dragger, the main button. So what we're going to do, we're going to change this color, and we're also going to change this color. Now you can see if you click over here, this is actually the one, WooCommerce widget price filter, UI slider, and this is right here, and this is what is coming right here. So we're going to change the background color of this. Okay, same like this, we're going to change the background color of this. So what you're going to do, you're going to first come up here and you're going to copy it till here. And now once you've copied it, all you've got to do is to just click customize. And now here you have to go to the additional CSS. And now here you have to paste this. Okay, and now you have to type in the background color. So we're going to be typing in the background color. We're going to type here to be background dash color colon, and here you have to type in anything. So you can type it here red, and you can see it's now changed to red. So if you drag it, you can see it's now changed to red, but we're going to be using this color that we have been using. So we're going to copy this to clipboard, and we are going to paste the color that we have. So we're going to paste this color, and we're going to add the semicolon. Now you have to press enter, and now we will be talking about this particular thing. So for this, all you've got to do is to select this. And if you go down, you can see this is the one that has the color thing. So you're gonna basically copy it from here till this particular bracket. Oh, actually copying something is just like a really pain. And now you have to come up here and you have to paste it. And now you have to just type in the curly braces. And here you have to type in the exact same background color that we added. So you're gonna copy it and you're gonna paste it right here, and you can see this is also right here changed. Now what you can do, you can go ahead and you can hit publish over here, and if you will click over here and you will refresh this page, you will see that the colors will be now changed, and this is how it's looking. So how cool is it? And this is totally done. Same like this, you can change the button color. You can click over here, you can click inspect, and then you can just type in this particular thing and you can see which color is being applied. You can copy this and you can just do it that way, but I'm just gonna keeping it to be the way that it is right now. So now what you can do, you can hit publish, and you can go ahead and you can refresh this page, and this is totally working. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be doing the color swatches right here. So you can see this is basically a variable product, and this is how it's looking. So we've got the bundle. It says 16 GB with gift, 32 GB, and these are right here with the buttons. Same like this, we've got these right here, and these are the color, or basically the images right here, so the person can actually see what the seller is offering. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how we can go and how we can design this page. Now, you guys do know about a variable product. So if I just go and I just search for Samsung, and then we come up here and we take a look at this one is basically a variable product. You just go and you go down to see the product over here. You can see that this is how it's looking. So we have just got a drop down menu, and the person can select it and he can just add to cart, which is really not good. And I don't like the style. I don't like anything, because this is just a drop down menu, and this is really very simple. Now let's suppose that if you need it to be this way, how you're going to do it. So you're just going to have to install a plugin, and it's going to do the job. Now, what plugin you should be installing? So first of all, you have to go and you have to click add new to the plugin, and then you have to search for variation. And we're going to be installing the most popular plugin that's going on right now, and we're going to see which plugin we should be going up. So we've got this one that's there, and we've got this one which has got 100,000 installations along with the 5-star reviews, and they're all the 5-star reviews. So we're gonna go and we're gonna install this plugin, and we're gonna hit activate, and this plugin gets activated. Now what you can do, you can go to the symbol, and you can say that convert default drop downs to the button type. You can just click over here, you can hit the save changes, and now if you come up here and you just refresh this page, you will see that now we have got this thing. So congratulations, you are basically done with one thing, that is these buttons right here. So we are already getting these buttons. Now the main part is how we're gonna make this particular thing to work, like how we can give actually the users the color option, so that the user can see the color and then he can select it. So how are we gonna able to do that? So for that, what you have to do, you have to basically create a custom variation or a custom attribute, and then you have to stick with it. So let me just show it to you, and then we're gonna move forward. First of all, you have to go to the products, and then you have to go to the attributes over here. Now this is basically an attribute section where you are going to define all the product attributes that you are going to add to your product. So let's suppose that your products will have sizes, your products will have custom colors, your products will have different things, so you can define this. So let's suppose that we define here the size. So we're gonna say here it's gonna be the size, and then what you can do, you can go and you can hit add attribute, and this is right here. And so we have got basically the size over here. Now what you can do, you can click configure items, and then you can define the sizes, that how many sizes will you be catering. So we've got small, you can click add new size, and we've got large. You can hit enter, so that is actually added, and then we've got the medium, and we've got extra large. So something like this, you can go and you can add so many of the sizes over here. So here I've basically aligned extra small, small, medium, large, and extra large. And now if you go to the attributes, you will see it to be like this. So we've got a size, and its type is basically a select type, and we've got it to be custom ordering, extra large, large, medium, small, extra small, and this is how basically it's gonna be ordered. Now, if you go and you go to any of the product that we have added over here, so we're gonna be specifically looking to the products that caters the size. So you can see that these are just the technical products, but if you go down and if you go with any of the shirt or any other thing, let's suppose that we take a look at this long sleeves tee, and we just hit edit over here. Then you can see this is how it's looking. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna select it to be a variable product, and then you have to go to the attributes, and you have to just select size over here, and now you have to hit add. And once you hit add, you will see that you will be getting everything from here. And now you have to select that what are the sizes you will be catering. So let's suppose that we select small, and we need medium, and we need the large. So we need large, medium, and small, and we are going to be catering this. And now you can go, you can select used for variations. Now you can come up here and basically you have to save attributes first, and now here you have to go to the variations, and now you have to select create variation from all the attributes, and you're going to want to have to hit go. So this is right here. You can see these are all the variations that are right here. Now what you can do, you can go and you can define the price. So we're going to say this is going to be for 12 bucks. This is going to be for 10 bucks. And this is going to be for 8 bucks. So we've got 8, 10, and 12 for the pricing respectively. Now you can go, you can hit update. And if you will visit the website, you will see that your website will be right here. This is how it's looking. So we've got large, we've got medium, and we've got small, and the person can select it, and the prices are right here. Now, let's suppose that you want to show an icon over here, or instead of this, you want to show anything else. Then what you're going to do, you're not going to go to this particular product, you're not going to edit this product. All you got to do is to go to the attributes, and this is basically the size. And you have to click edit, and in here, you can select whether you need a color, whether you need an image, or whether you need a button. So what you can do, you can select it to be a button over here, and then you can hit update. And now if you will come up here and you will refresh this, then you can see these are actually the buttons right here. So you don't have to worry. Basically, when we selected the variation right here and we select that we need to convert the default drop-downs to button type, we basically did that for all the products. So if you uncheck it now, and if you come up here and you refresh this right now, you will see the buttons here. But if you come up here and you refresh this particular Samsung over here, you refresh this, you will see the drop down here, because we have not differentiated, we have not basically added the button over here. So this is basically a drop down over here. So that's what I wanted to tell you. This is basically a one part that is called the buttons. Same like this, what you can do is that instead of the buttons over there, you can also choose an image. And once you choose the image and then you go and you hit update, you will see that for all the attributes, you will be able to upload a custom image that will be added there, like here. So now what you can do, you can go to the photopea.com, and here you can go, you can create a new project, and you can set this to basically 64 pixels by 64 pixels. And now you can go and you can hit create. So once you create it, you can see it's right here. Now you can add a text element over here, and you can type here S. So this S is right here. So now what you can do, you can work with the sizing. You can align this anywhere you want. You can just select it all. You can choose any other font if you want to use over here. So you've got this Montes over here. You can choose this particular font as well. Like this is how the S is going to be. And same like this, you can choose pretty well so many fonts that you want to use. So yeah, we're going to be using the Montserrat over here. And now you can work with the sizing of it. So you can click over here and you can increase it like how much you need. And now you can align this to wherever you want. So you can just keep it this way. And something like this, you can increase the size more if you want to increase it. And this is how basically it's done. And now you're going to want to have to click over here so that this is how it's looking. And now what you can do, you can click over here. You can export this as a PNG or a JPEG. And you can export it right here. And you can hit the save over here. So this is right here. Now, once you've got this, all you've got to do is to click over here. And you have to change this to basically medium. And you have to align this again. And now here you have to basically export this as a JPEG as well. And you've got this one and this one. Same like this, you're going to do it for all the images. That is going to be small, medium, and large, and XL and XS. And so now here you can see that I've got all the images right here. So now here you can see that the files were downloaded using the TXT extension. And so what I did, I basically changed the extension to the JPEG so that these are the images coming right now. Now, once you've got the images right there, all you got to do is to just upload the images to the respective sizes. So you're going to want to have to edit it, and you have to upload the image. And now here you have to drag the images. So first we've got the small, then we've got the medium, and then we've got the large, then we've got the extra small, and now here we've got the extra large. So we've got this, and now we have to check which is the one we're editing. So we are first editing the small, so we're going to want to have to select S from here, and now we have to hit update over here. Now once you've got the image for the first one ready, if you go and you go back to the size attributes, you will see that the small will be here. And now you have to do everything for the respective images right here. So now, once you've got the images respectively added for every of the product, for the large, there's L, for medium, there's M, for small, there's S, and everything right here. Now, if you go and you click over here, and now if you refresh this page, you will see that there will be respective images right here. And if you hover your mouse, it just tells you that what it is. So here we've got the size. It says LMS, that's Learning Management System. Okay, and so you can select it, you can select it, you can select it, and these are all the right here. Same like this, if you now click Edit Product over here, and let's suppose that you get one more product, then you are gonna want to have to set this. You're gonna have to select the one that you added. So you can select extra large, and then you can hit Save Attributes, and now you can go to the variations. And here's going to be every variation right here. So now you can click basically add variation, and you're going to want to have to hit go, and now you have to select the one that you have added. So we have added the extra large, and now you can add a different price for it. So you can just set this to 15. And now if you click update, and now if you will come up here and you will refresh this, you will see that here will be the XL as well. And these are all in the order right here. So XL, L, M, and S. And this is how basically it's looking. So this is really a great thing that you can use as a variable products that I would recommend you to use it. And most of the websites do use it. Like you can see, this is how it's looking. So now let's go and let's talk about the color right here. So for the color, you can see they're using the image, and this is actually the image that is being used over here. But we're going to be talking, like, let's suppose that if you want to show a color over here specifically, then what you can do. So basically, what you can do is that you can still go to the photo P over here, and you can basically use a color. You can fill that color with the color that you are using. Or what you can do is that you can add the color. So you can see that we added the size attribute in the attributes. Now let's suppose that if you want to entertain the color over here. Now in the color, you're going to want to have to select the color, and you have to hit attribute over here. Add attribute. Now once you've got this attribute, all you got to do is to just click configure items, and now you have to basically add the color name. So first you can add the red, and then you can select the red color. So you can select just the red color, and you have to hit add new. Now once you've got the red color, you can just select any other. We've got blue over here. You can select blue from here, and that's all. You're going to want to have to do this. So we've got red, blue, green. Same like this, you can go to this one, and we've got here gray and black, and you can select whether you need a gray and black as well. So basically we already have added the black. We haven't added, so we're going to add first black. We're going to select this to be black over here. You can hit add new color, and now you can add a gray one. So you can select gray, and now here you can select the gray color, which is going to be this one, and now you can hit add new. So we've got gray, black, green, blue, and these are the colors right here coming, so you can choose every color from here. Now, once you've got these, all you got to do is to come up here to this particular Samsung, and you have to go to basically edit product over here. And now here you can see this is actually the color already here. So you can basically click over here, you can remove it from here. And now you got to select color from here, and then you have to hit add. So once you add the color, you're going to want to get every colors that your website entertains. So we have got black and we have got gray that we will be entertaining. So for black and gray. Now what you have to do is to click save attributes over here, and now you have to go to the variations, and if there are any variations, all you got to do is to basically get rid of them. So it says before you need to add some variation on the attributes tab. So we have already added it, so we have to basically select used for variations, and now you have to hit save attributes again, and now you have to go back to the variations. So this is basically a problem that we were doing, and we've got this right here, and now you can remove any extra variations that you are getting, and now you can click create variations from all the attributes. You can hit go, and here's going to be the variations from both the attributes that are right there. So this says 2 variations added. You can click OK, and we've got this right here. Now you can add the prices. So for this one, it was for $1,500, and this one, let's suppose that you select this to be $2,000, okay? And now you can go and you can hit update. You can also change the respective images. So if you are using that particular template, that is the basic template of the website, then the images will also be changed. So now let's go down, and let's see if the colors are right here, and here it is. So the person can select the color. He can select which color he wants, and the black gray is right here. He can just hit add to cart, and he can then view the cart and move further like so. And this is basically the gray one. So that's all for the variable products. That was a detailed video, and that was basically a hack, like how you can build that particular thing. And now you must have one thing in mind, that everything can be done with the WordPress using the applications. And applications, by the applications I mean the plugins. Okay, so now you can see that we are totally done with the website. So now what you can do is that you can also do work with a single product template. So if you just click over here, then you will see that there is some gapping over here, and this gapping is right here because we designed this particular template using the Ocean WP theme. But let's suppose that if you want to change it, you can just click over here to single product, and then you can decrease the size of the content area that was there. So you can just click over here, and now you can see this is how it's looking. So once you're right in here, you have to select this column, and now you have to go to the advanced, and you have to go to the motion effects, and now here you have to set this viewport to basically up to the 50%, okay? And just keep it to 50, 53, or 52%. And now if you're done, and you will come up here and you will basically go to the post over there again, then you can see that now it's basically perfectly aligned. So that's all, and now our website is fully done. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be doing the mobile optimization. Now, that was the most awaited video right now, and so you can see that as we are totally done with the website, there is nothing that we need to do, and so we will be now working with the mobile optimization. So now let me tell you the mobile optimization rule. So when you are doing the mobile optimization, you first have to do the inner part. And once you're done with the inner part, then you can go and focus on this particular part, okay? Because that's the most important thing. Now, let me tell you one thing. You can see that when we go down, this header is fixed. And that is because we used a template for the header, and the template came with a functionality that basically told the Elementor to fix this header. So if you go and you just go to the main section, using the navigator over here, and you click the header, which is the main section, and now you go to this particular thing, and then you go to the motion effects. Now here you can see it's basically sticky to top. Now if you just select it to be none, and now if you go and you just hit update, and now if you will visit the website, now here you can see that the header is still over here. So this is the one thing that I wanted to show you because that was the most important right here. So we're going to be just using the sticky over here, and we're going to be hitting update right now so that you know that this is actually sticky to the top. So now let's come to the point where we were talking about the mobile optimization. So the mobile optimization is basically done with just like you have to first do the inner part, and then once you're done with the inner part, then you have to focus on the header and the footer, and then you can design that particular thing for the mobile optimization. So let's just count how many pages we have that we need to do the mobile optimization for. So we've got the home page, we've got the archive page, and we've got the particular single product page that's going to be right here. So we also want to do this. And we've got the card page. So card page will be automatically designed because this is basically the Woocommerce stuff, and these are usually designed. And also the proceed to checkout page will also be designed, except for the heading that we have to change. And for the My Account page, this will come in the one single column, just like dashboard, recent orders, this. So we don't have to worry about this as well. And the last one is the wish list over here. So wish list will be also designed, but we have to do some of the changes for this title and other stuff. So let's go and let's get started. First of all, we will be starting with the homepage right here. So now for the homepage, all you got to do is to click edit with Elementor, and now you have to shift to the mobile device, and we have to see what are the things that we need to change, and hopefully there will be so many. So now once you're right in here, all you got to do is to first get rid of the navigator, and now let's switch to the mobile device. And here it is. This is how basically it's looking. So you go down, and this is how basically everything is looking. Now, the one thing I would recommend you guys is to first make sure that this header is basically not sticky on a mobile device and a tablet device, and that's really recommended. Now do it for right now, or what you can do is that you can first do it that we don't want to stick it to any of the mobile device or any of the device. We will be talking about this header later on when we are doing the header optimization for the mobile. So now once you do that, all you got to do is to basically refresh this page, and you will be basically able to view the full page so that you can decide how you should be editing. Now let's switch to the mobile device. And now you can see this is how basically it's going above. So first of all we got to do is to click edit slides. And here we have to work with the styling over here. And we have to work with the title. So the very first thing we're going to be doing is, after increasing the font to just basically a size over here, you have to go to the slides again, and you have to make sure that you set the content width to be at least 95%. Okay, or 96%. And once you're done with that, all you got to do is to basically set the padding to be 0, so that the content that we have is fully aligned to whatever it should be. Now once you're done with that, all you got to do is to work with the typography again, and now you can decrease it like how much you need. So we've got, I think this one is totally perfect. We've got one-stop shop, and now you can work with the height, so how much height you want. So we're going to be keeping it to be like this much, because we need to keep our slider to be not very big, but in a normal size. And you can see this is how it's looking. So I'm going to basically make my text to be really very small, so that the is always opened should also be in one single line. So I've set this to 30, and you can see for 30 pixels, it's totally perfect. Now we've got this one. So this one is also something that you need to do. So for the mobile device, what you can do is that you can first try to make it perfect, and if it doesn't get perfect, then what you can do is that you can get rid of this particular background that is coming. So first we'll try to make it perfect. If it gets perfect, we'll stick with it. If it doesn't, we're gonna make sure that we remove it. So first we'll just keep it here, and now we will select this particular one, and we're gonna go to the style, and we're gonna set this to be small, just like that. And now for the padding over here, for the margin, basically you have to uncheck this, and now you have to decrease it so that you basically go to the perfect spot, and it's right here. And so if you think this is looking cool, this is looking good, then definitely use it. If you think that this is not looking good, then what you can do is that you can get rid of that particular featured category. Same like this is, you can see the spacing is very much more on a mobile device, so you can select this section, you can go to the advanced, you can just set your custom margin for the mobile device. So you can set it to be 50. I guess so 50 is fine. So we've got featured categories right here. Now we've got this particular divider. So for divider, I think the width to be, I need it to be very much bigger, like so. And you have to go to the margin, and you have to bring this to more top. So we're going to keep it -50 right here. And I think it's perfect right here. Now we've got this particular thing, so we don't have to do anything over here. And we go down, and this is right here. So we've got this thing to be perfect. but we've got this thing right here, and we need to do some changes for this particular thing. So let's click over here. Let's go to the advanced. Let's select the padding, and let's change this to 25. And now it's kind of looking good. So we've got this particular thing. Everything seems to be good. Now for the animation part, I would recommend you to not use it, basically the motion animation on a mobile device. It totally depends upon you if you want to use it. So what you can do, you can just uncheck it, and you can uncheck it on a mobile device, and it will not be effective on a mobile device. So you can do it. Same like this, if you need first this particular title above and then the image, you can do it that way. You can just click over here, and then you can reverse the column under the advanced and the responsive. You can reverse the column on a mobile device. And now we've got first this, then we've got this particular icon, this particular, basically the image. So this is basically a great thing that you can do, and I would highly recommend you if you are basically using first the image and then the content. Okay, now we've got this particular thing, and for this you can just do the exact same padding that we did. You can set this to 25 from every side, and it's perfect. And this image right here in this image, you can see this image is right here. So you can just work with it like how the image should be coming right here. So we're gonna go to the motion effects, and we're gonna deselect this on mobile device, and we're also gonna deselect this on mobile device because we don't want to use it right on a mobile device. Now we've got this particular latest product, so we're gonna go and we're gonna use that. Now the best way to do it is to just go above and select this particular heading. Now I don't know which heading is it that we need to work on, so the best thing you can do right now is to go to the navigator, and this is basically the heading, which is the main heading, which is basically the background one, right? So because this is above and then this is right here, so you can copy it. You can now come up here, and you can go down and you can paste the style. Okay, it's right here. Same like this, you can go above right here. You can copy the second heading. You can uncheck this so that you can see that we are selecting the appropriate heading right here. You can select this heading, and now you can copy it. You can now go down, and now you can just right click over here and you can paste the style, and that's all. It's already done. Same like this, you can go to the divider. You can increase the width of it, and now you can make this to be up a little bit. So we're going to keep it to be -50, and it's perfect. The slider is perfect. Now for the slider mobile optimization, you can definitely go to the slider plugin, and you can see how much you need on a mobile device. Now let's talk about this one. So for this particular thing, all you got to do is to just change the font size. So you have to select this font, and you have to go to the style, and you have to select the style, and you have to just keep it like how much you need. So we're going to be keeping it to be this much. Now I've changed the font family, you can see, because I showed the website to my brother, and he said that the Montserrat is really very simple font, and you should be using something else. So yeah, let's just click over here now, and let's work with the minimum height, and we're going to decrease the minimum height to be, okay, this is fine. This much is fine. And for the men, you can just, for him, you just click over here, and now you can do the exact same thing that we did. So you're going to copy, you're going to come up here, and you're going to paste the style. Same like this, you're going to copy it from here, and you're going to paste the style over here so that this is right here, and the image also gets changed. So you're going to want to have to go back to this right here, and you have to select the image. So we basically choose this BMW image, right? So for the image, this is right here for him. So now we've got this one. So for this one, we're going to be using the exact same strategy we did over here. So you have to select particular this right here, and this is right here, and you have to select the first heading. You have to copy it, and now you have to go down, and you have to paste the style over here. Same like this, you have to copy the second heading style, and you have to go down, and you have to paste the style over there as well. And it's right here, sale products. So now you can work with the divider over here. You can increase it, and you can work with the margin. You can just keep it to be -50. Now, basically, this is really very easy, and you don't have to do pretty well much stuff. And this is right here. And now here you can see that we are selecting 2 columns and 1 row. But we are getting 2 columns and 1, 2, 3 rows over here, and this is being affected because we have selected on the desktop the 5 columns and 1 row. So 5 products are being shown and they are getting from the database. So now how to prevent this on a mobile device, because we need to just show only one single list, or if you need 4 you can just add the 4, but this is actually one extra that is coming. So let's suppose that if you need only 4, or let's suppose that if you need only 2 over here, what you're gonna do for that. So for that, what you have to do, you have to basically duplicate this. Okay, and now we've got 2 products. Okay, so the first product is going to be specifically related for the desktop devices. So what you can do, you can just come up here and then you can go to the responsive, and you can say that we want to hide this on mobile device, and this will be hidden on a mobile device. Then what you can do is that you can click over here, and for the columns over here, you have to select the desktop, and inside the desktop, just select 2. Okay, and once you will select 2, you will see that there will be just the 2 columns and 1 row. So there will be automatically 2 products. And now if you will click over here and you will select mobile, you will see that there are now 2 products over here, and there is nothing extra product. And now what you can do, you can go click over here, and then you can go to the responsive, and you can hide this on desktop and the tablet so that this is only available on a mobile device. Now, also, let's suppose that if you need 4 columns, just like if you need 4 products being shown, 1, 2, 3, and 4, then what you can do is that you can switch to the desktop mode again, and you can select 4 from here, and here will be 4 products being shown, and now you can switch to the mobile again. And now here you can see we have got 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now there are 4 products being shown. So it totally depends if you need 1, if you need 2, or if you need 4, or how you need it. So I'm going to be switching to 2 because I just need a 1 single row on a mobile device. And now you can switch to the mobile device right here, and you can see we've got the mobile device. And now you can go ahead, you can hit update, and now you can view the website on a mobile device yourself. Like, how is it looking? And same like this, you can also switch to the mobile from here. You can select inspect, you can click over here. This is switched to the mobile device. You can select the size of it, so you can select a large mobile or the medium. Now, I would recommend you to choose medium, or you can select iPhone 10 or whatever you want from here. So this is how the website is looking on iPhone 10. Like here, you can see how cool is it looking. You go down, and everything is perfect. So now here you can see that as we are done with the mobile optimization, let's move up to the tablet and let's see how it looks on a tablet device. So on a tablet, you can see it's right here. All you gotta do is to click over here, basically click edit slides, and you have to work with the content width, and you have to basically set this to at least 95%. Okay, and for the 95%, I don't think so if we need to change any of the title or anything over here. You can see everything is aligned. So what you can do, you can first basically just keep the padding to be 0, and you have to set the height to be just like that, so that this is actually in a perfect height. Same like this, you can work with this particular heading, and you can do the exact same strategy that we did over here. All you got to do is to click over here, and you can set the heading size, and this is right here. So this is already designed, this is already here, so we don't have to change anything else over here. Now let's talk about this header, this divider, and we have to basically make it to be a little bigger right here. That's all. And let's talk about this one. So we've got laptop, desktop, mobile, and clothing. Now this, as you can see, this is not coming the perfect way. So what you can do is that you can set this to 50%, and you can set this to 50% as well. Same like this, you can come up here and you can set this to 50% for the tablet, and you can set this to 50% as well. And this is how you can see it's looking. So we've got laptop, desktop, and mobile and clothing. Now, what you can do is that you can come up here and you can go to the padding, and you can set some of the padding from the top right and other stuff, and you can keep it to be 20 pixel, and you can even increase it if you need it to be just shrinked more on a tablet device. So I'm going to be keeping it to be 20 so that this is much perfectly designed. Now once you've got it, all you got to do is to work with this one. So for this one, we're going to click over here and we're going to set the padding. So we're going to set the padding to be 15 pixels and it's perfect, or let's choose it to be 20 pixels and this is also cool. Same like this, you can now go to the title and you can decrease the size of it like so, and everything is perfect. Same like this, we're gonna do the same with this one. We're gonna first select this one and we're gonna get rid of the tablet optimization over here, tablet effects on a tablet. And same like this, we're gonna just do the exact same thing that we did over here. So we selected 20 pixels padding from each side, so we're gonna set 20 pixels and everything is perfect right here, so we don't have to change. But you can see that the title is right here, so you can keep the exact same font size, so you can just keep it a little less than that, so you can just do it right here. And now you can see we are done with it. Now let's talk about this one. So this is already designed, this is already designed, this is already designed too, this is already designed, this is right here. Now you can see we are basically showing the computer products right here, basically the desktop products. If you click over here and then you click over here, you can see that the columns are being shown, and these are actually 5 products being shown. So if you select 5 columns, you will see that the 5 columns will be too much to be shown on a tablet. But if you want to show it, you can select 5 and you can work with it. Or what you can do is that you can just go and you can get rid of it. Okay, you can click over here and you can just basically go to the responsive and you can hide this on tablet as well. Okay, and on a tablet device you can go and you can create another one, so you can duplicate it. Okay, we've got another one, and now for this one you can basically show it. So you can go to the responsiveness and you can show this on a tablet and you can hide this on mobile one. So this is specifically for the tablets. And now you can go to basically the desktop one and you can select 4 columns, and now you can go back to the tablet one, and now here you can select 4 from here, and here will be 4 products being shown for the sale products. So this is what you can do, and now we are totally done with the tablet optimization. So now let's go ahead and let's refresh this page and let's view this page on a tablet device, and let's see how does our website looks on a tablet. So we're going to select iPad. This is how it's looking. We go down and this is how it's looking. We've got everything perfectly aligned. So congratulations guys on doing the tablet optimizations as well. And so in the next video, we will be doing the other optimization, other pages optimization too. So stay tuned and bye-bye. What's up guys, and welcome back. So as in the previous video, we actually designed this particular page basically for the mobile devices. So this is what we built right here. Okay, and so now in this video we're going to be talking about how you can go and how you can build the archive page. So this was for basically the tablet. So in this video we're going to be talking about how you can build, how you can basically do the mobile optimization for the archive page, which is going to be this particular shop page. Okay, and this is also going to be this particular archive, or basically the category page, and that is also going to be for the search pages too. So it's going to affect every of the archive pages that we have over here. So we're going to be talking about how we can go and how we can design it. So we're going to be starting it from the shop page. We're going to first take a look at how our website looks. And this is how the website is looking on a tablet device. You can see it's kind of better and it seems to be good. So let's just go and let's click over here and let's select iPhone 10 and let's see how does this look on the iPhone. So we're going to refresh this, and this is how it's looking. So you go down. First you are getting the sidebar, and what we have to do, we have to bring the sidebar to the bottom and first the products. Then here you can see the 2 products are being shown, which is kind of good. I like it. How cool is it looking? You can see. So there is nothing we have to change over here, and this is also working. So all we have to do for the mobile is to bring the sidebar to the bottom, and that's all. Now let's talk about the iPad Pro or iPad, and we're going to select this. And this is how the website will look on an iPad. So leave this top bar, the menu, because this is what we are going to be doing later on. And so this is the sidebar. Now what you can do is that you can bring the sidebar down below. Okay, you can do it this way, or you can just give some more spacing for the sidebar if you need, but I think it's fine to have the sidebar at the bottom. But you can see that we are using the infinite scroll. So infinite scroll means that we have to go down till all the products are loaded. Okay, and then we're gonna get to see the sidebar, so which is really a bad part. But let me tell you one thing is that sidebar on mobile devices are not pretty much used, because everything that you're going to be giving is right over here. Only the filter by price is right here, so you can just basically keep the sidebar at the bottom, and that's what I would recommend you on a mobile device, because you already have got this search, you already have got this cart, you already have got this menu. So these are the things that are mostly used on a mobile device. So I'm talking about the perspective, or basically the behavior of the user. So we're going to be designing it that way. So let's just go to let's work with it. First of all, you have to go to the shop page, and now you have to click edit with Elementor, and you have to select the product archive. Now if you remember, we created two separate archive pages for the shop page and for the category page, for the search page, and other tags pages as well, so you don't have to worry for that. And now you have to basically click over here, and you have to select mobile, and you can see we are getting first this particular sidebar, and then the normal desktop, then the normal products. Okay, so what you have to do is to click over here, and you have to go to the advanced, and in the responsive you just have to say that you want to reverse the columns on mobile device and also on tablet. So now you just have to do it, and if you will visit the page, you will save it. And now if you will view your website here, you can see now that this is how it's looking on tablet. And so sidebar is basically was here, and now it's here. And so if you select iPhone 10 over here, then you can see that first we are getting the products, and then we will be getting this particular sidebar. So this is how it's looking. Same like this, if you will come up here, you can see that the products are right here. So this is how basically it's gonna work. Now once you've got your sidebar here, basically right down below, all you got to do is to just select the tablet, and you can see this is how it's looking on a tablet device. So we've got this, and then we've got this. Now if you need it to be basically full width, carrying the full width, then all you got to do is to just select this to be 100%, and it's going to take the full page, and now here is going to be your sidebar. Or what you can do is that you can keep it to be less. You can keep it to be 65%, and you can do this the rest. So 65 minus that is going to be 35, and this is how it's going to look. Same like this, you can even keep it to be 30%. So 30% was there before, so this was really very small. Now if you are okay with it, definitely go with it. Well, if you want to use 35, you can choose 35 over here, and you can see this is how it's looking. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be keeping it to be 100, and we're going to be keeping it to be 102. That's all. So this is how it's looking on a tablet device. So now what you can do, you can click over here, you can update it, and now you can just go and you can refresh this page, and you can just go to the inspect over here, and you can select the iPad from here. And if you will go down, you can see that this is right here. The loader is right here. It's loading the product. The products are being loaded, and all the products are loaded, and then the sidebar is right here. But remember one thing I'm telling you again, if you have a lot of products, all the products will be loaded, and then you can just go to the sidebar, so which is a sad part. So if you have that per thing and you want to show the sidebar, then you can do it this way, and you can keep that to be 35% and this one to be 65%. And this is how it's looking. So now we're totally done with the archive pages. So all you got to do is to just basically click over here, go to your category archive page, and do the exact same thing you did with that particular thing. So all you got to do is to just select this, and you have to basically go to the advanced, and in the responsive you have to select reverse and reverse. And now here you have to select the tablet, and for the tablet you have to set this to be 100% and set this to be 100% too. And now all you gotta do is to just hit update. Now remember, we have already set this to have the reversed column. Oh, I think we did it this way. We did it here. So I'm sorry, I don't have to do it here. I have to set this to no, and I have to set this to basically reverse and reverse on a mobile device as well. And now if you will visit the page, if you will go and you will visit the website, and you will open up any of the product archive page. So let's suppose that you search for Samsung and then you hit enter. Then you will see that this is how it's looking, and on clicking the inspect, you will see that all the 3 products will be right here, and then the sidebar will be here. So that's a great thing. So that's all for right now. We are totally done with the archive page. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So as in the previous video, we actually worked with the archive pages. Now we're going to be taking a look at the pages that we have created ourselves. That's going to be the wish list page. That's going to be the my account page. And that's also going to be the cart page, because we have to see if our product or if our page is looking perfectly okay. So we're going to be starting up with the my account page. All you got to do is to click over here, and you have to click inspect. And now once you are in here, you can see this is how the my account page is looking, and this is how it's looking on an iPad. So on an iPad, it's looking cool, and you don't have to do any of the changes. But let's suppose that you click over here and you set this to iPhone. Then on an iPhone, this is how it's looking. So it's also looking good, and I don't think so if you have to change anything particularly to do anything. So there is one thing that you can do, is that you can keep it to have 2 columns, like for dashboard for recent orders. Here, the dashboard recent orders will be in one single column, and the addresses and account info and the logouts will be fully right there. So you can do it that way, and that's a really great thing that you can do. So what you can do, you can click here, edit with Elementor. And now you have to basically come here and switch to the mobile device, and this is how it's looking. Now what you got to do is to just select this column, and you have to set this on a mobile device to basically 50%. And something like this, you're going to want to have to set this to 50%, and you have to set this to basically 50% too, like so. And you have to set this to 50% too, and this one to be a full 100%. And if you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking on a mobile device. But what you can do, you can give some padding on a mobile device from the top, so that there is much difference, or there is some distance from there. So all you got to do is to just select this, and you have to just go to the margin, and you can give some margin from the top. That's going to be 20 pixels. And you can give it from here as well. So you can select the margin from the top to be 20 pixels. And this is right here. But you also have to give the margin just like that. This is how it's looking. So if you just go and you go to the desktop mode, then you can see we gave 15 and 15 from the left and right. So we have to keep that on our mobile device, because when we switch to the mobile device, you can see that this was set to 0 and 0. So you have to set this to 15, and you have to set this to 15 as well, and this is how it's looking. Same like this, you have to come here and you have to set this to 15 and set this to 15 too. And this is how it's looking. And I don't think so if you have to do anything else, just do shift this a little bit downwards, and you can click over here. You can set this with basically the margin to be 15 and 15, and you can just get the margin from the top to be 20 pixels, and this is how it's looking. Same like this, if you need to increase it more, you can set this to 30, and you can set this to 30 or even 50 and 50, so that the logout is like this in the center, and it kind of looks cool to me right now. So this is how basically we are done with the menu, and here is our every stuff. Same like this, what you can do is that if you need a mobile menu like this, you can also do it. Okay, what you can do is that you can first create a menu in the menu there, And then what you can do is that you can search for menu over here. You can get that navigation menu and you can set that menu to be only available on a mobile device. And then what you can do is that you can hide this particular menu and you can show that particular menu over here. So that's a possibility too. Now let me show you what I'm talking about right now so that you guys do know, and in case if your client tells you that I need it this way, then you can do it. So all you have to do is to basically go to the menus, and now here you have to create a new menu, and now here you can basically create a new menu. So you can name this menu as the My Account menu, and now here you can add those pages. So all you've got to do is to just select this WooCommerce endpoints, and here we've got this orders, downloads, addresses, and everything. So what you can do, you can click over here, you can select all. You can select them all, and now here you can hit add to menu, and these are right here. Now what you can do, you can just hit save menu. Now once you've got this, all you've got to do is to just click over here, and you can basically hide this on a mobile device. So you can say that I want to hide this on mobile. And now what you can do is that you can click over here and you have to search for menu. And this particular menu is going to be only available on the mobile device. So all you've got to do is to click over here and you have to go to the advanced, and in the responsive, you can hide this on desktop and tablets. And once this is done, you can see this is how it's looking. And if you will click over here, you will see that this menu will be right from here. Now you have to select the menu that we have created, and I think so that we have not saved this menu. So you have to save this menu, and now here you have to update this page, and you have to refresh this page so that that particular menu that we have created gets loaded from the database. And this is how it's looking. So now if you will click over here and you will go to the mobile over here, and then you go down, you can see this is the menu. You can now select the My Account menu. And now here this is looking. So here you should be having the orders, downloads, addresses, account details, and lost password, and everything is right here. And now what you can do, you can just click over here, update, and if you will visit the website, and you will see that on a mobile device, you will definitely see a big change on a mobile device. So let's see. If you just click inspect and then you go to the mobile device, here this is how it's looking, and here we've got the menu. So that's what I wanted to show you. But I like it to be that way that we design, because I really like designed stuff, not this one. So we're gonna select this, and we're gonna set the responsiveness to be shown on a mobile device. That's all. And now what you can do is that you can set this particular title to be a little smaller, because it was perfect over here. But let's suppose that if someone is not using iPhone 10 and is using something like iPhone 6, then it's working. But let's suppose that if he's using any of the phone that is smaller, then what would happen there? So all you've got to do is to just do it like this. Okay, and it's now perfect because it's perfectly aligned like this. So now you can go and you can hit update. And that's all. We're totally done with the mobile optimization. Now what you can do, you can switch to the tablet. And for the tablet, there is nothing you need to do except for just keeping a less margin. So all you've got to do is to just come up here, and in the margin for the tablet, you can keep it to be, I think, 5, or let's just keep it to be 10 from here and 10 from here, and you can do it on each and every column over here. And so here you can see that I've set this to 10 and 10 from each and every side, so that it kind of looks much better right now. And that's all for the tablet, so we are done with it too. Now let's go ahead and let's work with the other page. So all you've got to do is to just hit update, and you have to select a new page that we can work on. So let's just go and let's select the hearts page. That is going to be the wish list page, and this kind of looks good. Let's see if it looks perfect on a mobile device and other pages as well, and it looks good. And if you just select it to be iPad, it will look good there too. So you don't have to change anything. Let's just move up to the cart page. So we're going to select this particular, and we're going to view the cart, and this is how it's looking on a cart. Kind of good. everything seems to be perfect. Same like this, if you will click proceed to checkout, you will see that the checkout page is also working and you don't have to change it. So if you need it to be a little smaller, you can do it. And let's just select the iPhone 10 and let's see. And on iPhone 10, the checkout page is also working perfectly. So now let's talk about the particular single product. So if you just go and you just open up any of the single product, just like if you open up this particular one, you can see that here is something that we have to change. Not something, everything, because everything is overly burdened and we need to change a lot of things. So we're going to be doing the mobile optimization for this particular single product page in the next video. And after we are done with it, I'll show you how you can work with the header and how you can work with the footer too. So stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the single product optimization for the mobile. So you can see this is how it's looking. You go down, and let's just go and let's take a look at the mobile device. So if you switch to the mobile device, you can see that there is first the animation going on. So we have to strictly make sure that we're not using that much animation on a mobile device, okay? And that's the first thing. Then we've got this. So this seems to be perfect. And let's go down, and this is right here. You can see again the animation is right here. So we have to take a look at this, and we have to just do the related products that are down below. So we're gonna have to do it that way as well. So let's go and let's work with it. First of all you have to do is to click edit with Elementor, and you have to select this single product template. And once you are in here, you will see that this is how it will be right here. And now we will be seeing that how we can go and how we can just edit these stuff. So first of all, let's just go and let's switch to the mobile device, and then we're going to switch to the tablet mode, and we'll see what we can do. So first of all, what we have to do is to select the image, and we have to go to the motion effects. So basically, we haven't added any motion effects on the image, but we have added it on the column. So we have to select the column, and in the advanced and motion effects, you can see that we've got this horizontal scroll. So all you have to do is to uncheck it for the mobile, so that this is how it's going to look. And you have to do it with the same with this particular column as well. So you have to select this column, and you have to go to the motion effects, and you have to just uncheck this on a mobile device. And you can see this is how it's looking. Now, once you have got that, all you have to do now is to just click over here, and you have to reverse the column, because we need first the title and then the image. So for that, what you have to do, you have to go to the advanced, and you have to go to the responsive, and here for this particular section we are editing, right? And now you have to reverse the column on the mobile device, and you can see this is how it's looking. So now once you've got it, all you have to do is to now work with the padding, because we have to give some padding from here so that the image can be seen and there is much more gapping. And we will see what we can do to make it much better, look much better. So we're going to be giving some padding, and that's going to be 10 pixels. And you can see this is how it's looking, and it's kind of good right now. Now, once you've got it, all you have to do is to now select this column, and in the advanced over here, you have to set the padding to be 0. And you have to set the margin to be 0 as well, so that this is how it should be looking. And now it's kind of looking cool. So there is actually a border down below, and this is how it's looking. And then we've got the particular image like here. So if someone will click over here, he's going to be taken down right over till here. Now we've got the gallery, so gallery seems to be fine like here, but still you can select it. You can see what you can do with the product gallery. Same like this, we've got this particular thing, and this is right here, and you can go and you can design this particular product gallery right from here. You can work with the row height, spacing, layout, and everything right here. And these are the things for the mobile device, so you can just work with like how much height and stuff you want. And if you will increase it, you will see that this is how it's gonna be changed. And you can even work with the spacing right here, so you can do it. Now we've got this particular thing, and this particular thing is already designed for the mobile device, so we don't have to look into it right now. Now let's talk about this particular thing. So when you go down, you can see this is right here coming. So first of all, what we have to do is to just uncheck this on a mobile device. So you have to select the motion effects, and basically it's being applied to the full section. So we're going to select the section, we're going to go to the advanced, and in the motion effects, set this to cross on mobile. And you can see this is how it's looking. Now, once you've got this, all you have to do is to select this column and go to the advanced and switch the padding to 0, so that this is how it should be looking. And now once you've got switched the padding to 0, now gradually increase the padding and see the perfect spot, like how you like it. And you can see, I think now it's kind of looking much better, and it totally depends like how much you want. So you can set this to 20 pixels from each side, and it's looking like a better right now. So we've got this particular thing. Now we've got this related product. So for this related products, all you gotta do is to just work with the styling, and you're gonna want to have to set this to be a little bit lower, just like that. And you have to select this now, and you have to go to the style, and you have to make this a little lower as well. So it totally depends. Like if you want it to be gone, you can definitely make it gone as well. So now we're gonna uncheck the margin, and we're gonna keep this to -50, and we're gonna basically keep it a little downwards like so, and this is how it's looking. So we're gonna also go to the style right here, and we're gonna keep it to be a little more smaller, just like that. And we're gonna keep it at the perfect spot. Now we've got these particular products, so we don't have to change anything. And that's all, and this is how you can see that each and everything is working right here. So what you can do now is that you can go ahead and you can hit update. There is also one more thing that you can do, is that you can see that we need to give some more white padding. So what you have to do is to just click this add to cart and add some padding. So we're going to be adding 5 pixels from each side, so you can see now it's kind of looking much better right now. And we're also going to do it for even the desktop mode as well. So that desktop mode also has the 5 pixels padding from each side, so that it kind of looks much better. And we're going to increase this. We're going to set this to 15. So 15 kind of looks much better. So we're going to keep it that way, and now you can hit update over here. And now you can see that we are done with it. So let's just go and let's go to the tablet mode, and let's see if everything works fine. So for the tablet, everything seems to be fine, but we have to get rid of the motion effects. And same goes with this particular one. We have to get rid of it from here. And you can see it's much better. It's kind of looking cool right now. So what you have to do, you have to select this particular section, and in the padding, all you got to do is to give some padding. So we're going to be giving some padding that's going to be 5 pixels from each side. You can even increase this so that there is much more spacing, just like that. So we're going to keep it to be 20 from each side, and this is kind of looking cool on a tablet right now. And everything seems to be fine. This is fine too. You can keep it this way. You can keep this one with the animation on a tablet, and it's looking good. And now we have to change this. So we're going to select this. We're going to come up here, and we're going to keep it to be this much in size. And this one is, I think, fine. And everything seems to be perfect. Now what you can do is that you can go ahead and you can hit update, and that's all. And now you are fully done with your mobile optimization for a single product template or a theme. And you can now go ahead, you can open up any of the product, and you will see it to be working right there. So you go down, you can see we have also given some of the spacing, and now it's kind of looking good. And same like this, if you go and you select inspect over here, and this is how it's looking on a mobile device, like so. Same like this, if you basically switch to the iPad, you can see on an iPad it's like this, which is also a good thing. So that's all for right now. In the next video, we will be now talking about how to work with header and how to design an amazing header, and you're gonna love it. So stay tuned, guys, and bye bye. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be doing the mobile optimization for the header and footer. And let's go and let's get started. First of all you have to do is to click off this thing, and now we've got the header of the website and the footer one. And we have to click over here, and we have to work with the header of the website. So we're going to be first taking a look at the mobile optimization, and then we're going to be doing it on a tablet optimization. So you can see this is right here. First of all, what we are going to be doing is that we're going to be clicking this particular navigator, and here we've got this header. Now, if you open this header, you've got column, and now you've got two intersection. This intersection is basically the top bar, and this intersection is basically this one. So first of all, what you have to do is to click this intersection, and you have to go to the advanced, and you have to say that I don't want this to be on a mobile device, because if you add a lot of things, it will not be good on a mobile device. And now if you will switch to the mobile device, you will see that this will fully be gone on a mobile device, and you can go down. Now once you've got this, all you have to do is to click this particular one column as well, and you have to go to the advanced, and in the responsive you also have to hide this on mobile device. And this is how basically your website will look like: logo and a menu. And trust me, I will show you where to place this this thing and where to place these links, and it will be much better, and you will love your website after doing that. And now what you have to do, you have to just hit update. And now if you will visit the website, you will see that your website will be much more elegant, your website will be much more sleek, and there will not be more things that will basically confuse your users. So if you click over here, you can see this is how it's looking. So what you have to do right now is to just click this logo, and then you have to align this to left. Okay, so that this is right here. And now what you can do is that you can even just decrease it in the size like so, and you can keep it, I think, to be 30 or 40%, and that's all. And you can see this is how your website is looking, and there is nothing you need to do right now. So this is how the simple, the better the website is looking. Okay, we have got this particular thing. Now you can work with this particular drop down that is coming. You can just click over here, click to this menu, and you can go to right here. And now you can work with the horizontal padding, these right here. And for the drop down, you can work with the text color, the typography, and the hover color, etc. in these things. Okay, so I don't have to explain you all of this if you want to change particularly anything right over here, right? So if you go to the active, you can see the active color is basically set to this. So what you can do is that you can change this to our color that we have been using. So you can select that color, and now you can paste it. And now if you will click over here, if you will click this menu, you can see that this is how the menu is looking right now. So let's just come up here, let's refresh this, and let's click over here, and you can see, oh, I didn't update it. I have to update the website. And now if you will come up here and you will refresh the website, then you will see that it will be totally changed, and the active will be right here, and this is how it's looking. So you can do it this way. Now once you have got your menu done, all you have to do is to now work with the footer. So we will be adding these and these links in the footer, okay, because we have to first do the footer, and then I will show you how you can work with it. So let's just go and let's click the footer over here. And now here you can see this is the one that we use the template, and that is why these are 4 columns. This column is basically set to 100%, and this is set to 33, 33, and 34. That is why these are coming like that. Then we have got this particular one. So this section that we added, basically intersection, we added it to be like this. So what you have to do, since we are using 4 columns, you have to use 25% over here. And now you have to copy the styling of this column, and now you have to paste the style of this column, and you have to paste the style of this column, and you have to paste the style of this column. And this is how basically it's looking right now. So we've got the payment methods right down below. Now let's go ahead and let's work with that particular thing that I told you, like how your website and where to place the cart. So for that, what you have to do, you have to place it here. Now this seems to be really odd right now, but trust me, when you will see the final result, you will be in love with it. So let's just add it, and let's add it for a column. And here we will be adding those particular thing that we basically hide it from the mobile right here. So first of all, what you have to do, you have to select this column, and you have to set this to 25%. And now what you have to do, you have to copy the style, and you have to paste the style, and you have to paste the style, and you have to paste the style. And you can see these are the links right now. And now what you're going to do, you're going to have to add those links. So first of all, we're going to be adding the cart. So you have to drag this cart, and you have to drop it right here. So that here should be the shopping cart. And now once you've got it, all you have to do is to just select that we don't want to show the subtotal, and we don't want to show the items indicator. We just want to show the icon. Okay, that's all. And now once you've got it, all you have to do is to just select this particular style, and you have to change the style. So first of all, you have to get rid of the background. Now, once you've got rid of the background, all you have to do is to also get rid of the border. So we have to get rid of the border so that there should be no border too. And the icon color is going to be the color that we have been using on our website, which is going to be this particular one. So now once you've got your icon over here, all you have to do is to work with the sizing of the icon. So we're going to increase the sizing, and you can see that this is right here. So you have to now set the padding to be 0. So set this right now, okay? And now you will see that this will be right here. And now what you can do is that you can go to the content over here and align this to center so that it just comes right in the center. Same like this, now you can go back to the style and you can increase the size just like how much you need. And once you reach the perfect spot, that's going to be 25 pixels, okay? Then you're going to stick to it. And now what you can do is that you can even select this column and you can set the vertical align to be in the middle right here. Now we are done with the cart. Now let's go and let's add the other thing. And this thing is going to be for the search. So you can add the search over here. You can look for the search. Here we've got the search form. You can just drag this and you can drop it here. Now remember one thing, for the search form, we have added our extra code that is going to restrict that to only the products. Okay, so you don't have to worry. You can add as many search forms as you want. And now once you've got this, all you have to do is to basically click over here and you have to set this to full screen. And you can see this is right now like this. Now what you have to do is to work with the size, and you have to basically get rid of the background colors. So we're going to go to the toggle over here, and here we've got the background. Now you can work with it. You can just set this to none so that the background should be gone. And now you can change the color to be this one. So now we have got our icon and we've got everything. And now we're going to set the icon to be 25 pixels as well. And so this is really very small, so you're gonna increase it so that you reach basically a perfect spot. Now what you can do, you can select this column and you can set this to middle as well. Now we've got two things. Now let's go and let's work with it. So now what we need the my account and we need the heart. So for that, what you have to do, you have to search for my account. Oh no, sorry. You have to search for icon and you have to drag this icon and you have to drop it here. And here is going to be the icon for the hearts, because this is going to be for the wish list. So we're going to search for hearts over here, and you can just choose any. We're going to be selecting this, and this is right here. And now you can add the links. So you can just search for wish list. This is right here. And now you can align this to center. You can go to the style and you can work with the sizing of it. So we're going to be selecting it to be 25 pixels. And this is also done. Same like this, you can also work with the hover, but since we are building it, especially for the mobile device, it's not necessary right now. So once you've got it, all you have to do right now is to just go and duplicate this. And now we've got this, and now you can drag this one over here, and you can change this to basically the user, because user is going to be right here. You can hit over here, and this is right here. And now you can change this to my account, and that's all. And now once you've got it, all you have to do is to basically click this section, this full section. And now you have to go to the style and you have to use a color combination that's going to be either a gray or a black, or it totally depends. But I would recommend you to choose gray. Okay, so the gray color code is eBay. Now, this is the color code that mostly websites use for this particular thing. Okay, and now once you've got it, all you have to do is to select this column and you have to go to the style, and in the border, just select a solid border and add the border to the right. So you just have to increase it by 1 pixel and you have to set the border with a black one, and you have to come up here, you have to copy this, you have to paste the style, you have to paste the style, and you have to just click over here. So now you can see this is how it's looking, but this is going a little bit above. So we have to basically select this column and we have to set this to middle, and we have to set this to middle as well, and make sure that everything is set to middle so that everything is basically in a perfect spot like so. And now we are done. Now once you've got everything right over here, Now we have to start working with, like, you can see that this is how it's looking, but the user has to go down to find that particular thing. But we don't want that particular thing. We want to make sure that it should be visible to the user wherever he is. So you need that particular thing. And for that, what you have to do, you have to just go to the advanced in this particular section. You have to click this section. You have to go to the advanced. And now here you have to go to the motion effects. And in this, you have to select this to be bottom. That's all, and you are done. Now, if you will go above, you can see that it's going to be with you wherever you go. Now you have to go to the responsive, and you have to hide this on desktop and tablet. And you can see that this is going to be available wherever you click anywhere, wherever you go, it is going to work. And this is, you can see that every page is working, and it's totally just working right now. Same like this, what you can do is that you can also just select this section. You can go to the border, and you can add some border radius. So we're going to uncheck this. You can add some border radius from the top. So you're going to keep it 10 pixels, and you're going to keep the right to be 10 pixels as well. And let's see how does this look. So you can see it's now curvy, and it's now curvy from this side. So it's basically kind of looking much cool right now. Now, once you've got this, all you have to do is to just hit update. And now here you can see this is how the website is looking. So now what you can do is that you can refresh this website, and you will see how this website looks on it. So you can see how cool is it looking. This is how the cart is working. Okay, you're gonna want to have to click cross. This is how the search form is working. You can search for anything. You can search for Samsung, and then you can hit enter, and it's gonna take you to the Samsung page. This is how it's looking. Same like this, you can click over here, and you'll be taken to the wish list page. And you can click over here, and you will be taken to the My Account page. So how amazing and cool is it looking? It kind of looks like an application right now, which is a web app or a mobile responsive website, which is kind of looking like an application. And so now, since this is basically covering the part over here, let's see when we go down, does our footer appear completely or not? So you go down, and you can see it's right here, and our footer is appearing completely, and this goes till down. So how amazing and cool is it? So now, since we are totally done with the mobile optimization, let's work with the tablet. So all you have to do is to click edit header over here, so that you can switch to the header right here, and we're going to be switching this. So first of all, what I want you guys to do, is to basically duplicate this, and keep this one to be basically only for the mobile device and the desktop. So we're gonna hide this on tablet, and we're gonna hide this one on mobile and the desktop, so that this is how it should be looking. So this one is only visible on a tablet, and this one will be hidden on the tablet, and it will be visible only on the mobile device and the desktop. So now, once you've got this, all you have to do is to basically drag this menu right over here, and this is how it's looking. And now you have to select the logo, and you have to keep the logo in the center, and you have to go to the style, and you have to work with the max width. So we're going to be keeping it to be like this, so that this is how it's looking. And now we're going to set this and this to be equally in size. So we're going to set this to basically 25, so that this is how it should be looking. And we're going to be setting this to be 25 as well, so that this and this should be right here. And now we're going to align this menu to basically left right here, so that the menu should be left. So now you also have to select it to be drop down, so that it should be on a drop down right here. Okay, so it's only for the drop down because we have only enabled this on tablet. So we're going to now align this to left, and you can see this is how it's looking on a tablet device. So we've got the logo, we've got the cart, and now here we've got the menu, and now we've got these links over here, and these payment methods, and the copyright. So everything is done on a tablet device, and on a tablet device it's kind of looking like it's basically you are viewing it on a computer. And you can see this is how it's looking. The website is looking right now. So if you will click inspect right here, you're going to be taken right here, and you can see on the tablet this is how it's looking. So if you click, you can see this is how it's looking. And if you will switch to the mobile device right here, you will see that this is how the mobile device will be looking. And now you've got the menu right here too. So now we're totally done with the mobile optimization. And so stay tuned, guys, and bye-bye. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back. So this is gonna be the last video of this particular section, but this is not gonna be the last video of this website because there are some things that we need to do. Let's suppose that you want to add brands for a particular product. Like let's suppose that we are catering with the desktop, we are catering with the mobile and the clothes. And for the mobile, you can see that we have added the Apple, Huawei, and Samsung. And we added these as the subcategory. While they are not the subcategory, they are actually the brand. So let's suppose that if you need to create another thing specifically for the brand, so there should be a brand option, and the person can select brand from the product page itself. So for desktop, there can be HP or Apple, and other for laptops as well. And for clothing, there can be Levi's, Nike, or Adidas, or whatever the brands that your country has. And so you can cater all the brands and you can just specifically add that. And same like this, you can also add the archive pages for that, so that you can add a brand column, brand menu over here. And if someone will hover over it, then you can show all the brands over there. So that's really a great thing that you can do. So let me just show it to you what I'm telling you right now. Let's suppose that if we just open up this particular product right now, you can see that here we've got the product categories, here we've got the product tags, and we will be creating another thing that is going to be product brand. And all the brands that you will add over here, we will create another thing over here that all brands, you can just add all the brands, and then you can select that which brand is it, and then you can add a link to that particular brand in your menu. So it's going to be a great thing, and that is basically done with the custom post type and taxonomy. So basically that's the advanced part of the WordPress. And so in the next video, we will be talking about that. Now, let me tell you one thing is that if you go to the first video, I divided this course in 3 categories. The first one was the basic, the second one was the intermediate, and the third one was the advanced. So congratulations, you are now done with the intermediate WordPress design. Now in the next video, we will be just working with the custom post types, advanced custom fields, and a lot of things, and then you will become the complete WordPress designer. So stay tuned guys, and let's start the custom post types right now.